Hi there, my name is Ed Cauthorn. I'm an instructor at Manchester Community College, and today we're going to talk about what a method is in Java. In programming, it becomes necessary in order to bring some organization to a program that we begin to divide up all the tasks that a program will want to do. This basically makes the program less tyrannical. And we call these segments that we've divided up of code subroutines or methods. If you think of the blue area as an entire class, which is basically the basic unit of a Java program, you'll see that this class has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 methods in it. Basically, that's really what it boils down to. It's a square with smaller methods inside. The class is represented by the blue, and the methods in the class are there. You can have as many methods as you want to in a class. It's not necessarily a good idea, but you can. The advantages to using methods are really quite simple. The first and the biggest advantage to using a method is the additional organization it gives you. It gives you the ability to put all statements that are processing one or two different items together. And that way you can do one task in a block of code. You can do it very, very well, and then you can just go. And by testing small blocks of codes inside the method, you build your self-confidence, and you know that any problems you do have will come from someplace else. It adds to your ability to debug. So what does a class with multiple methods look like? This is a class with multiple methods. Package class hello world is first the class name. That's the class heading. The method headings come public static void main. That is actually a method inside of a class. Public void static hello Eddie is also a method in a class. These are two methods that exist in one class. The public means that it can see each other. These are called access methods. Static is kind of a hard concept to grasp. I'm going to bypass that right now. Void means they don't do anything. They don't return anything back. They just publish out to the screen. And then, of course, you've got your main. You need your main or it won't compile. And then hello Eddie has no parameters. The parentheses mean parameters. Methods come in two different flavors, a procedure and a function. The difference between a procedure and a function is a procedure can be a void. A function cannot be. A function always has to return something. In this particular case, I've created two variables, integer dog, integer cat. I've assigned them a value. And then I've created a value of integer target in my main method. Down here, I've created a function, and it's called add dog and cat. And I pass it the two values that I created up here, dog and cat, and I return a value target. Because I've got target set on the left side of my equation, this actually acts as an equation and assigns the value add dog and cat to target. So target becomes a different value. Target in this particular case would become 3. If dog were 12, it would become something else. If dog were 12, it would become something else. If dog were 57, it would become 59. So that's basically how a function works. You call the function and you go down there. With a procedure, you just say hello Eddie and it goes down and it does it. You can pass values to either procedure or a function. It doesn't matter. Either one will accept values. This was just a quick overview to give people a little bit of an idea of what they're looking at when they're dealing with functions. Unfortunately, this being an online class, I don't have a lot of me time with you folks. So what I do is I go out there and I find sites like this, and this is a particularly good site that you can go out and grab, and it talks about methods in Java. As soon as it loads, it's loading particularly slow here because it just is. But it's a really good site about methods in Java, and it basically walks you through doing methods in Java, and it walks you through in a fairly deliberate fashion. It's not willy-nilly, it's not real difficult. It walks you through in a fairly deliberate fashion. I would read this whole page, I would do some of these, and I would get a feel for what you're doing. Because you have to change your menu into methods. So I would build this. This should help you build that menu into methods. Thank you very much. And this ends this program for me. And we're done.